This is the Spirit of Ecstasy, reviewing some of my favorite medical books. Hopefully they'll become your favorite medical books also. Got some real good ones to show you tonight. Principles of Neuroscience. Okay, we got, this is Eric Arcano and James M. Schwartz. Center for Neurobiology and Behavior. College of Physicians and Surgeons of Columbia University and the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. Has very good illustrations in it. Now a resting pattern. A lot of good illustrations, neurons and so forth. Connections. See if I can. Go this way. Cerebral circulation, stroke. And the basic contents. Cell and molecular biology at the neuron. Cytology of neurons. Ion channels, membrane potential, passive membrane properties, of neurons, voltage-gated ion channels, and the generation of the action potential. Functional anatomy of the central nervous system. Sensory systems of the brain, sensation and perception. Hypothalamus limbic system and cerebral cortex, homeostasis and arousal. Localization of higher functions and disorders of language, thought, and effects. And chemical messengers, small molecules and peptides. Synaptic vesicles. Diseases of chemical transmission at the nerve, muscle synapses, myasthenia gravis. Diseases of the motor unit. The neural basis of perception and movement. Development as a guide to the original anatomy of the brain. Imaging the living brain. Selected readings and references, overall view. And the ISBN for that, but that was not the end of it. Coding. There also has coding. Coding and processing of sensory information. Modality coding in the somatic sensory system. Anatomy of the somatic sensory system. Touch. Pain and analgesic. Photo transduction and information processing in the retina. Okay. Always. Color vision. It's quite an extensive book. Cerebellum. bit. And it goes on, but it has up to 65 chapters. There's lots of other material. The preface says, the goal of neuroscience is to understand the mind, how we perceive, move, think, and remember. In the 2 previous editions of the book, we stress the importance of aspects of behavior should be examined at the level of individual nerve cells by seeking answers to 4 questions. How does the brain develop? How do nerve cells in the brain communicate with one another? How do patterns of interconnections give rise to different perceptions and motor acts? How is neural communication modified by experience? In the first 2 editions, the approach to these problems was for the most part framed in cell biological terms. Now it is also possible to address these questions directly on the molecular level. Okay. And the ISBN on this one is 0-8385-8034-3. 0-8365-8034-3. Very good book to have. Got lots of information in it. Molecular basis of cancer. William B. Coleman, Gregory J. Sangalis. Humana Press. William B. Coleman, Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, University of North Carolina School of Medicine, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Gregory J. Zangalis, Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, Hartford Hospital, Hartford, Connecticut. And the ISBN 0-89603-634-0. Zero dash 89603-634-0. Then I have RUBIN'S Pathology. Very good book, recommended for all medical students, regardless of what area. RUBIN'S Pathology, Clinical-Pathological Foundations of Medicine. Probably the best book on pathology put out. Put out by Lippincott, Williams, and Wilkins. Clinical Pathological Foundations of Medicine. This one's Manuel Rubin, MD. Gonzalez E. Aponte, Distinguished Professor of Pathology. And then these other MDs. Raphael Rubin, David Strayer, MD, PhD. Roland Swartig, MD, Professor of Pathology. Very good book to have.